Indeed requires that resource. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Maybe you have received a perk token. You're gonna unlock perks. Okay. Out of your idol's energy. Okay. Doesn't really seem like I have much of a choice, do I now? What do we have here? This amount of essence does obtained from defeating that sounds useful. Generate amount of momentum at the start of combat. That sounds useful as well. Not bad. Save the game again, just in case. Okay. What was I supposed to?
I will lend you my eyes.
Yeah, seems a lot. Actually, are these marked on the fucking map? That would be good to know. Not really, although to be fair, I just don't really know much about the map, to be fair. I guess we're gonna follow the, well, I would like to follow the buggy quest. Whee! While sailing through the desert. Taking to the dinner. Now if we had a nicer lair ship, that would remind me of something a bit different. Okay.
See that metal part on its body? That is a wraith's core. A wraith with no core is a dead one.
Is that so? Ouch. So, you know.
That large wraith, it can call lesser ones. Be alert. This has been a decent challenge. Now shatter them for good.
That's what I would do. Yo, you know, stop doing that to my face. It is rather annoying. Yep. It's mine now. Screw you. What you stand for? Okay, where the fuck was I going? Over there. That's where I was going. I should be here. Can I just put a marker down there? I can actually see it on my little compass thing. Seems rather useful, you know. What's that? A corpse. That doesn't seem like the way forward. That seems like I'm going to fall down and die. Yep. Oh yeah, that doesn't look scary at all. So how do I get up there? Don't mind me, just looking around. Oh, come on, game. Give me that nice ability to jump around, then you're just going to force me to not go there. It's very mean of you. I don't know if I like that. Cheh.
An anvil must be nearby. The gauntlet resonates with it.
If you say so. Oh, hello, random person.
May Thelos light your way.
Oh,
It's
maybe
rare
not.
that we meet someone. What brings you here?
That would be a long story. Let's just say that Thelos really lights my way.
There are wraiths everywhere now. So you watch out. Our village is close if you care to visit. See the large ruin on the other side of the canyon there? The bridge is broken, and many others are now too. The watch has become active again.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. How am I going to get to the other side? A very good question. And maybe we can just slide along the line there. That would be kind of cute. I mean, it looks like you could. Slide along it ever so carefully. I mean, not necessarily I. I probably would fall off and die, to be completely fair and honest, but... You just pick up other things, can? Would you? You know? Well, that would be a bit of a bold move. But not necessarily an impossible one. Whee! Well, before we could hear readily running through the fucking desert. Ah, I need a drink. Actually, I will need a new drink in a bit. It's gonna be even worse. But of course, I'll have to probably change over to the beer now that we're a bit into it. I don't think this can necessarily lend itself well to sitting back and drinking, to be fair. Actually, is that a jump I could make, potentially? Well, we can try. Whee! No, of course not. Oh, that's the fun part of exploring things, isn't it? Finding out what you can do and what you can't. I wonder if I would actually get a game over if I jump down often enough. On the other side of the argument, I don't really want to try it out. Okay, let's take a look at the map here, so that we can get a nice little overview. What is that, that bridge structure? That is the end of the map, so we can't actually climb out there. Madness. That is... I don't think we need it any longer, do we? That's kind of where we started. Okay. No game over. And if you have a manual fucking save function, then, you know, you could be mean, you could just set up a nice little game over thing. Yeah, I was thinking about it, but for the moment I'm just kind of, you know, wanting to actually look around a little bit more.
An anvil must be nearby.
Shut
the
up.
gauntlet resonates with it.
Hey, statue. Yeah, that was where we met the very nice lady there that gave some basic bitch information. And that was all she ever did. There's where we fight the worm thing. That's the end of the map. It does kind of help if you get an idea of scale of things, basically. Yeah, you wouldn't be nice of that. Didn't hide anything down there, would you? Because depending on what kind of game you play, sometimes they like to do that. Hiding things in the most, well, unhappy of places to reach. Hey, can I climb this? Oh, I can climb this. That's kind of cute. Can I not climb this any further? That's the upper limit of my, well, reachable height. Seems so, doesn't it? Oh, look, we managed to get a bit farther that one time. Okay. Okay, so I can jump around here like an idiot. Makes you wonder what the point was. I wonder if I could reach that from here. Probably not now that I think about it, but good to know. Yeah, it's
Delos
important,
light your way.
you have to say.
It's rare that we meet someone.
That would be a long story.
No,
There
no.
are wraiths.
You're just repeating your nonsense. Okay, fair enough.
An anvil must be nearby. The gauntlet resonates with it.
Yes, yes. I go to the end of... Jesus Christ, man. Isn't that one of those places? Can I not? I was about to say, why don't you let me fucking raise that? Safe game. Okay, now that we've saved the game, we can once again be a bit more bold. There isn't anything down there, is there? Yeah, we shall assume that there's not actually. What do we have? Blue quest wise. Nearby settlement has been reforged. Okay, and then okay, so if I select that, that means we're following that quest, doesn't it? That is the other quest, isn't it? The path to okay,
Let
so
me show you what I see.
okay, so that's the view thing that we can use potentially to find sharp things. Is what I'm getting out of that. Is that a thing up there? What is that? It doesn't know any different if I look at it in special view, so maybe it's nothing.
We can use higher grounds to map our surroundings.
Can I just recklessly do this? What are you trying to tell me, game? Does it show me more now? I'm confused. Okay, anvil. Thing. Ah, so testy. Okay, can I do this again? Oh, quite interesting. Oop. Oop. Yes, yes, I can do it again. It was in this direction, wasn't it?
Let me show you what I see.
Well, this allowed me to see that. There's a thing down here. Of course, there's a fucking thing down here. I told you games would like to do this. And they do. And to be fair, it's nice to see that some things just never change. To be completely fair and honest. I like to look in for these.
Someone is calling for attention. Let us take a closer look.
What? Where? I just let him talk to me. Then, well, you know, stop giving me any reasonable information. Yeah. Yeah. That was not nearly as far as I wanted it to be. Okay. I do need to look around for these nonsense. And I'll have to excuse myself for just a second when I get myself a new drink, and a visit to the toilet should be in order as well. before I continue running around to the desert for a little bit. I'll show at least my genius plan goes for the moment. Because I do like to do this after all. It's a new game, so it's kind of fun to just run around and look at things and see what we can find. The villagers are hiding. Just go and that's good. And I was like, did I miss something? But I did not. I will assume that it is relatively safe to just randomly stand in the desert and something that will pop up and try to eat me.
A kite. Someone is calling for attention. Let us take a closer look.
Ah, further. Oh. Ah, they apparently have decided to come around again. Okay, doing this while hoping it can make the best idea.
Starting to remember the momentum. We can channel it into shattering blows.
Didn't you already tell me so, game? Game was like, yeah, I did so. Okay, so as long as I sit down here, probably nothing bad's going to happen. Yes. Oh,
The
it's you.
gauntlet should be stable now. I am greatly relieved.
As am I, Niall.
That looks more reasonable to do. Well, I mean, you know, as reasonable as it can be to do shit like that.
What? By Philos, where did you come from?
I'm from upstairs. Be there. There's somebody here. I'm assuming I'm not gonna die here.
How did you arrive from this side? There is literally no bridge.
I jumped.
It's a long story. I was told there was a village nearby.
Castrum 7 is right on the other side of that rope bridge. It's kind of the only bridge standing after that Watcher Fury.
Watcher Fury?
Yeah, for some reason, the whole ground started to shake, and down came all the bridges around these parts. Lots of people got stuck.
I'm looking for the Knights of Bastingar. Do you know anything about them?
Not sure I can help you with that. You'll have to ask around at the village. But wherever you go, be careful. When the sand moves, get ready to run.
Why does he randomly decides to just lean to one side? Seems a bit of a strange movement there, but okay. Guess he has nothing else to do. Yeah, also looks like a job I could potentially make. Let's try that, shall we? Yeah, I can. Ah, fuck you.
This desert. It wasn't here before. I have recollections of this place filled with life.
I mean, to
There
be
were
fair,
rivers and forests, birds and beasts, a paradise as far as the eye could see.
God, these guns again. Ouch! But you know, stop doing that. I'm trying to, you know, eat you. Okay.
You are badly wounded. Let us find an anvil to rest.
I mean, we could also just use our medicine, you know? That's kind of what we have it for. Did you just spawn something game? No? Okay. Sitting and staring at the map should be relatively safe, I hope. But yeah, I will excuse myself for just a second while I get myself a new drink and take care of business, as they say. Why do I have so many markers? Mostly because I randomly clicked the left mouse button and tried to drag the map, isn't it? Yeah, that's kind of precisely how I do it. Okay, fair enough, game. Fair enough. Then we can look at this nice little area down here. After I have returned it. Now then. Is that empty? No. In its place. Okay. What were we doing? We were
Let
looking
me
for
help you see.
stuff. Is there anything nearby? No, but there does seem to be something in that direction, in that general direction, so we shall go there first. Actually, this is a good moment to explain the plan for the day, actually. Because I'm not going to stay on that long for right now. I'm basically gonna play around, you know, 2 or so in the afternoon. Then I'm going to start making myself some fucking food, as I haven't done so yet. But that I can stay here for long. And basically the idea is we're gonna do a nice easy introduction here. I'm gonna play this for a little bit, then I'm gonna get some food, then I'm probably gonna I'm actually feeling like I should probably take a nap. I haven't really slept that well in the last few days for rather obvious reasons. And then I'll be back this evening basically, and probably gonna play a bit more of this, honestly. That we can give it a nice fair look basically. Show the idea at least goes. Yeah, we could try finishing up the fucking Ys once and for all, or the Origins rather.
The journal comes
start,
with a treasure
but,
map. We could find where it leads.
His journal mentions some siblings. Other lookouts. It might be useful to speak with them too.
We shall
This makes
see.
the treasure
I shall
map
make the
whole.
decision. How do you like this game?
I am curious to read it.
I don't really feel like I've played enough to the point where I could give a fair statement, mind you. Yeah, as I said, we're basically still in the tutorial, not really doing anything too grand. So there's that to consider. I mean, I mean, it's okay, I suppose. It feels like pretty much any sort of modern game. Honestly, this feels not that different from playing that that one Assassin's Creed game, Odyssey, that you gave me. You know, that the map basically uses the same symbols and shit, and but the combat system is okay, I guess. Nein, that's basically all I can say at the moment. It's okay. I mean, honestly, if I have to play in a more action-y RPG, I will still prefer the Japanese variants, rather obviously. I will not deny that. Just because a lot of the more Western approaches... they basically feel like just like this, basically. And they all feel like this, kinda, which is somewhat the problem, I would say. That they all feel somewhat samey. The story, so far, from what I can tell, is a... I mean, we haven't really heard enough of the story to really say anything about that, so...
Hello? What are you
I'm
doing
gonna-
out here?
I needed some time alone. We've been called back to the capital. But if we leave, it'll be the end of Castrum 7.
I said in another dangerous spot
People,
there.
the others,
I get the
Look up
absolute
to me.
urge to just kick you.
if they see my doubt, my despair, everyone will lose hope. So, I need to be alone. Just, please tell them I'm fine. And that I'm thinking about our situation.
Well, I mean, okay, fair
Goodbye.
enough.
May Philos, well, you know.
Actually, rather,
I'll be there soon.
it's a rather sad trend, isn't it, that we get so much samey things. Kinda sad. That's a waste of potential, mind you. It's also a waste of potential that I can't get, you know, Smexy Waifu to actually play as. That's kind of fun. Would be nice to look at.
I can feel a
I mean, it doesn't
shard
need to be a
nearby.
2B, but
Keep your eyes peeled.
I mean, I wouldn't say no to that now, would I?
This one is warded by a spell. I sense we are being watched.
Oh, I sense something attacking me.
There are some attacks I cannot block. They drain us of momentum. Watch out for blue sparks.
I can still see you, you know. You're not that well hidden. God, it's the worm again. I think we already deal with the worm.
The stones. Use the essence stones. They will allow us to dominate these creatures.
But you know, just lie down and die, please, worm. And he's like, no, I don't. Press R. I did press R. At least once. I healed once.
Excellent. An important find, Gauntlet Bearer.
Okay, that's... Screen, you can see which plants and minerals are needed to be fused with the core. Okay. Radius is shown by holding down. Do we really want to do that? I mean... basically not giving me a choice now, do you? Well, fair enough, game, fair enough. Okay, maybe we can just, there it. There's something on there, apparently. And we can just follow, basically, the direction we're already going. See what else is there. But yeah, I mean...
This totem seems familiar. I can feel its energy.
can you now? Can I erase you as well? Okay, so that's actually not the type of which. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Running! Already running game! He's like, yeah, faster, faster! And everything? No? Shit. There's another one. Okay, fine. Of course, there's another one. There seems to be a lot of them, Jesus. Okay, apparently that was the last one. Good, very good game. Well, yeah, I definitely will need a bit more time before I can finalize my my thoughts on this. I mean, it's graphically pleasing enough. The music is maybe a bit too subdued, honestly. But that's at the end of the day maybe a more of a matter of personal taste than anything else. So this is not really saying much. Systems in and of themselves seem to work. That's always good. The combat system is, I mean, it's just a action combat system. If there's anything I had to say, as I said, you know, it kinda just feels a lot like it is just, well, more of the same, so to speak, of a lot of games that we've already seen. Oh, that's a big boy. Ouch. Sure, you know, not do that while I'm jumping around and trying to explore. Jesus. Well, I know when I need my match. Running away is my, oh, a good speciality of mine. You know what I wanted was just having some nice, simple exploration, but no, instead I need a fucking the monster that tries to kill me. To be fair, that's not really that uncommon. Now that I think about it, but really rather disturbing, isn't it? We're kind of at where we started, but I think we can explore a little bit more of this particular part of the desert. Nice, there are always monsters around. Even more fun, apparently. I guess we can try killing that one. Jesus. Quite a bit of damage. Jeez. Okay, I do need to get into the habit of healing myself a little bit more. And well, lesson learned, lesson learned. Lesson learned indeed. Well, that's kind of anticlimactic. So I just get back here.
We're not done yet. Changing tactics, I see. More parts for me to dismantle.
Okay, so I managed to make it angry. That's probably not good. Jesus, that is not good as well. That hurts. You will learn, you will want to invest more into dodging. Well, fair enough, fair enough. Hey, you have to try it out. See what works and what not. Very important lesson there. Okay, now ignore that guy for a little bit. We'll look around the desert a little bit more. Actually, where are
Your
the...
eyes are opened now.
Okay, in that direction, in that direction, in that direction. So nothing really close by, which means we can be relatively free in our exploration then. I saw something glowy up there.
Another anvil there beneath that rock formation. This place will serve as a landmark. We can set out into the wastes from here.
Come on, put your you know, do it or what to say? Are you just going to stare at the obvious point you're supposed to be attacking with, or are you mayhaps at some point be willing to, you know, do the thing? That wasn't a long journey. Whee! And I see something green. That's a good start. A show one can hope. Whee! Don't mind me, I'm just passing by. Just passing by. See something shiny. And it here. Okay, so this is just...
The strength of the gauntlet is limited, but the more pieces of it you find,
Okay.
the stronger it grows.
Fair enough, fair enough. You should listen. I don't need to upgrade your fucking gauntlet first. And check out then, we are not going to open up that particular part of the map for you. But sure, fair enough, fair enough. No bugs. I don't care. I have a mark on my map that I will just blindly follow. For no other reason, well, I can. Now you're trying to follow me, yeah? It's annoying. Well, that also looks like something rather annoying that I just found.
These things. It is said the Watcher can see through their eyes. They are everywhere. I've never been close to one. Too dangerous.
They are tethered to a strong wraith guarding the area. If we shatter it, it should take the watchtower down.
Okay. That sounds like something you could do. Or you could use some, you know, explosives or something. I see red numbers. That's probably not good.
This one, it carries the watchtower's core. If we
Oh,
take
great.
it out, the haze will clear.
Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm not doing damage. I can, however, stay afloat for a very silly long time. Okay. Do I want to try this again? Yeah. That will definitely require some more upgrades before we can do this reasonably. Okay. At least we have now a few more options in mind that we can do. That's good. Let me take a look at the map. So that's where that is, and that is the last part we haven't really explored yet. So here we go, I suppose.
Looks like someone got lost here. Could it be a person from the village?
I mean, that would be a reasonable assumption, I suppose. And then again, it would also then beg the question why they were out here, but not the first time somebody made a fucking bad decision and regretted it later on. So, you know, sounds very humane. Oh. Excuse me. As I said, I have been sleeping somewhat worse than usual the last, actually the last few weeks now that I'm thinking about it. Does not really do well. I'm gonna fight you.
If we go too far, we would give our enemy the chance to recuperate.
Yeah, I'm kinda okay with that. I wasn't really about to fucking fight it. Oh. But yeah, I do think my plan is going to be to probably make me some sandwiches or something simple and then taking a nap. Otherwise, I don't think I'm gonna be...
Do you feel that? We are close to a shard.
Wait, no. Is there supposed to be some shard around here? Up there, apparently. How the fuck do you expect me to go up there? Not like they're gonna throw down a ladder now, are they? Ay, ay, ay. Ah. It does kind of look nice in the background, doesn't it? Okay. So there's a little bit of shit here. There's this shit here. Damn it, kid. Could you, you know, maybe... Then that's where the village is. We haven't been there yet, so be fair. There's another part here. It does seem like there's still quite a bit more to explore, so to speak. What do you want from the game? What do we have quest-wise? Keep an eye on the race. I've been asked to see if they need anything. One of them is missing. Okay. Okay, so if I mark that, does that change anything for my map? Mason that. Doesn't really seem like it. Oh well, let's go to watch that point then. Actually, no, that's the I'm actually right. Southeast. Okay. Just confused myself for no fucking reason. Other than, well, I can. They don't mind me, just passing by. No, I'm a nice, harmless person. You don't need to attack me or anything, no. You're like oh, shit. I was a bit optimistic of me there, wasn't it? Yeah, there must be a better place to make this particular jump. No, you know, I wasn't that like we missed by that far. But we... no. Okay. I do wonder. There he is again. And let's try to stay away from this one. He seemed rather unfriendly for some mystical reason.
Those wounds need treatment.
Yeah, shut up about it. Actually, maybe we should have first gone into the village to actually gather a bit more information before we, you know, run around blindly through the desert. Just go wherever our fancy goes. Basically, it might have been a better tactic, to put it mildly. Actually, the village was somewhere up north, wasn't it? Yeah. Because of course there could also be other side quests and other nonsense around.
I find you are lacking protection. We should better your armor at an anvil.
Well, I find that I don't need your input. I'm quite well aware that the armor is shit. That does not matter to me very much. Not at this moment, at least. Yes. There's something there. Hello. Acquiring all nonsense.
This looks like the remains of an old bridge.
Maybe we could bring it back up. But my power will not reach that far.
We should ask around. People may be able to help.
Yeah, it's a nice reminder, but it's a little bit like, you know, at least do it like Anno now. Amuse me with it. That would probably work better. But well.
I am intrigued.
You know.
Of course you are.
Are you not curious as well? There must be more pages here. Let us look around.
I mean, so long as it's not a really interesting story or a really graphic story, I'm not really too interested. But I mean, so long as they continue to put shiny things in front of me, I'm just gonna keep on picking those up, will I not?
Be careful. We are not yet capable of jumping such a gap.
You don't say?
Place. A piece is there, and memories. We must learn about what happened here.
And that begs the question, do we really have to? Yeah, sugar to hold down. Fast travel has been unlocked. Where can I fast travel? Can I fast travel just from anvil to anvil? Yes. Okay, fair enough. I could be mean here and still ask the rather obvious questions. I guess this game's so revolutionary that it deserves getting a grant from the German government. I find that somewhat doubtful, but nonetheless, you know. Actually, isn't that...
The Essence Stones.
yeah, that is where we did...
Formidable tools they are. We use them only
we
for
did the
battle.
jump, isn't it?
But were these different times, they could see other applications.
It is indeed. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. That's kind of... Yes, it's actually kind of the problem.
We must not scare it away. Our patience will be rewarded.
It's one thing if what you are setting out to create is something unique or new, or in some way or form something that has not been done before, in which case I would be like, okay, yeah, considering that you are trying to well, expand the market to some degree, I can kind of see why that should be somewhat helped along with some good old-fashioned state-given money, even if you not have to pay it back. I said before, this game is just... It does feel a lot like I've played this precise game before. I mean, sure, you could argue that they have, you know, that the world looks a little bit different, sure. You could argue that there's some minor differences when it comes to specific things, but it feels like a modern action RPG thing. Actually, it feels like an action game where you force the RPG into some degree, because why the fuck would you even have a fucking level system in it for the enemies? It seems kinda unnecessary. Actually, I do believe that is kind of a bit of a problem. Yeah, I mean, it's a talk. Ubisoft is the master of just reusing the same shit over and over again and over and over again without really doing anything new. But I mean, you know, I'll still go up to the government and go like, hey, could you give us some more money? And the government will be like, huh, sure. Because they stopped doing this for the moment, at least, because apparently, well, they already spent all the money they had in their little pot. Not surprising. That's it, you know. I would much rather see that sort of money, if you have to, or well, if you really, really want to give out grants anyway, then I would much rather see that going towards some of the more indie developers, honestly. Because I do believe there is a lot of creativity there. I mean, heck, if we're talking about concepts I've never seen before, even nowadays, mind you, and just in the very limited functions that is the different versions of the RPG Maker, I still see people, you know, creating something that when I play it, go like, well, that is something I've never seen before. That is actually new. Which is surprising considering how long that fucking thing has been around. So there's some actual real creativity there. On the other hand, lots of these big and established publishers seem to be somewhat lacking in creativity. I said, you know, this is a perfectly fine game. It runs, apart from the crashes when you try to change some things, which is really not a good sign, because that really shouldn't be the case, but alas, it is what it is. That's not really stopping you from playing the game. But it just feels like it's just part of that that particular sludge that we have seen quite enough of. It's kind of saddening, mind you. Well, what can I say? It's nothing special so far, from what it feels like. It doesn't do anything outright bad. Okay, but that's really all it holds for itself. It does seem like the Western publishers and the developers seem to be somewhat bankrupt when it comes to their creativity, to put it into simple terms. I was looking for a little bit of a better term, but that should suffice to put it into terms. And that's what I can say after we have been playing for, what, maybe 2 hours? Maybe, you know, maybe. I'm not saying that it's the end of the world. Maybe it gets even better and there's even more for us to engage with later on. That could be. But, how do I put this? In the past, you know, like a decade or so ago, I probably would give any game that comes my way like at least a few hours to really, you know, capture me. Capture my interest, capture me with its beat the story, beat the sound, beat something else. Nowadays, however, and that is also a result of the fact that we have far more games around that are basically like this. A game has not something that immediately catches me and drags me into it and its world. I usually don't finish them. Which is kind of sad, mind you, but this game, for example, doesn't do that. I've been playing for like, what, 2 hours at this point, and I'm sitting and like, yeah, it's okay. It's not the kind of game that I would sit down and go like, it's not the sort of game that I come home and I immediately let everything else, put everything else aside just to play it. It doesn't have that sort of draw, definitely not for me at least. And that's, and I think anything I can say for the moment about this particular game. Yeah, which is probably going to be the note at which I will excuse myself to make myself some good old-fashioned lunch and then lie down for an hour or two. Get some of those energies back, and then we'll be back later on in the evening. So the plan goes, so somewhere around 6, 7, 8 in the evening,